human.
Yes.
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 Yeah, I think I've played a hyena before. Yes, but it was just a small piece of full production.
Is this in The Lion King, maybe, perhaps?
No. I'll remember it.
Okay,
Yeah.
no
But
worries,
I think
no
maybe
worries.
it was Lion King.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah, but I have. I think it was an adaptation of like a spin-off of Lion King, like Pumbaa or something.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. But I've played a hyena before, and I've never played a full character like this.
I see.
Right. But what I always say is I've played a politician before, like an old politician, but I've never been into politics. But
I see.
but then there are people that have watched that production and they've met me and they call me Mr. Okali and they tell me, "Oh, you're such a terrible person." So they remember that character, they remember me in that
and
character.
it stays with you.
Yeah, and it stays. It stayed with them, and when they see me, they see that character.
I see.
So because of I've been in the theater for more than 30 years. I've been acting for more than 30 years, maybe more than 35 years, I guess.
Yeah.
Walk like one, to feel like one, because I've never, for example, the ape in the play, the ape says somebody held a burning pipe, the pipe that we smoke, and somebody holds a burning pipe against his fur, somebody's never done that to me before. So for me to experience that, I have to be the ape.
Try to tap into
So
it as much
in
as
that 1 hour 5 minutes, I'm not Taja. Nothing is happening to Taja.
And so do you find that the preparation for this character particularly or specifically was different from any other character?
Absolutely, yeah, definitely.
I can imagine. And that's I was asking in terms of the physique as well. Physically, I mean, you're saying you can't walk like a normal human.
No,
you have to go on all fours, and stuff like that.
Or you have to find your way.
To try and represent an ape.
Remember the storyline is the ape is somehow scientifically being modified to become human. Yeah, so the percentages, like Stanley and I would be discussing percentages. Right now, Taja, you look more 90% human.
I see.
Right now you look more 30% only ape. Can you bring the ape up? Like what else can I do? Okay, go discover what you can do. So then I would have to go watch chimpanzees. I live in the village in Malawi. So I would go to the mountains and just sit and watch them, how they behave, how they interact with their babies, what risks they can take just to bring food for their babies, like how do they assert their dominance over the next one, like how do they interact with the goats in the village, with the cows, with the human beings, with dogs, with human babies. I've seen a big baboon go almost slapping a human baby, and then the people go, even the dogs go, so there's this coexistence that goes on, and so it's a process where you're not that thing. I've like the example I always use is when we're working in the theater, especially with younger characters, I mean younger actors, when you tell them, let's say you're going to play, for example, as an example, you're going to play character that's a prostitute, and the girl would say, "Oh, I can't do that." So automatically, she's not realizing that she's
explorations that you go through for a character. Maybe like me as a director, sometimes not like direct rituals, but I go through like some exercises that are kind of ritualistic to try and build or
channel
into that spirit, into that body, and also simple things like warm-ups and stuff that enables your body.
Physical warm-ups.
Yes.
Such interesting stuff. I tell you, like, it's so sad for me, when I think about art and when we get into conversations like these. And the sad thing for me is that society, I don't think the greater society realizes how much the world needs art. And it needs all these stories being told and all these different interpretations from different directors and different people from different walks of life. I remember back in 2020 during COVID and lockdowns and all of those things, there's a post that I came across, and I think I came across it again in 2021 or 2022. This lady writes, let's take away all forms and types and shapes of art from the people, and let's see what society is left with. This is from radio. This is from theater, from music, from books, to podcasts, to television dramas and soapies and everything art. Everything art. And let's see where the world is then lived. Because it's so sad that as people who are working in the space, our crafts are really taken for granted,
Yeah,
and we're not really
yeah.
fully recognized as we should. And I don't think people realize how much art they consume on a daily basis.
Mhm.
You wake up, you're
Yes,
feeling down, you want to listen to music.
Yeah.
Or you wake up in a very great mood. You want to listen to Amapiano, it's a
Yeah,
Friday.
yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yes, yeah.
Or you're feeling in a somber mood, you want to open your go through.
There are some people that God just blessed them with that gift of being at home on stage.
Yeah.
So I'm that person.
I share that. I do completely.
Yeah.
I share that with you.
I was on stage when I was 4 years old, and
Wow.
I've been on stage my whole
I
life.
mean-
So I don't get so for me it's
It's
art.
home.
Art is home. It is home, but
Yeah.
for me art is a presentation.
Yeah.
Right. So as far as it's the presentation, I don't think it's ever going to be 100%.
Yeah.
But just rest assured that when I get on stage, I will try to hit the 100%.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I've stopped saying that to people that I don't get nervous when I'm about to go on stage.
Yeah.
Because it comes off as if one is arrogant.
No, it's not
themselves.
arrogance. It's
You
not,
know,
yeah.
because look, man, I've put in my 10,000 hours. I have, and I'm still putting it in. You know, and so when I'm about to get on stage,
it's not arrogance.
Come on, man, let's do this.
It's not arrogance. It's for me. I want because the thing is, sometimes I also try to remove the fact that it's a performance. Yeah, I think it's a communion.
Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes also as a performer, my energy as a performer is dependent upon your energy when you're in the audience,
yeah,
right?
Definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely.
because especially with a performance like this one, where you are literally giving an address. The request is not from Nolo. The request is not from Nolo.
Yes,
the request is from
YouTube.
YouTube.
Yes, from YouTube.
It's from YouTube, and it's for a dialogue, so you can direct us, and I'll do it.
Is there anything that you think can come up with for like a minute or so, a minute and 30 seconds, maybe, very quickly, nothing too hectic. Saja, maybe anything from the thing that you do with the ape, maybe.
So okay, like just one example of how this ape.
Yes, sir.
Because this play is about metaphors.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes.
So whatever he's saying, he's not. It's not
literal.
He's not this. What description is giving you there? Go sit down and then try to
think about it.
Think about it. Yeah.
On it.
So there's a point where these circus guys, they want to capture some apes. They go to Virunga, and then in Virunga they shoot this ape.
Okay.
After they shot him, they've captured him. Now they're traveling back.
Okay.
So he's in a cage.
Okay.
After he's shot. After those shots, I woke up and here my own memory begins in a cage between decks on the Ilala ship. The thing was no four-sided cage with bars, but only 3 walls attached to a crate, so that the crate constituted the 4th wall. It was too narrow for standing upright and too low to sit down, so I crouched on bent knees, which you all the time. And since in the beginning I did not want to see anyone and to remain completely in the darkness, I turned and faced the crate wall as the bars of the cage cut into the flesh of my back.
Wow.
So like you see how he's
and it's an entire journey for him.
Yes.
It's an entire journey. Sheesh. I can't wait. When is the next show? When is the next show? I need to come through.
Yeah, so the next show is on the 16th at Alex Theatre in Alex, and then we are also playing at Alex Theatre on the 23rd. We are here in a collaborative kind of partnership with the TX Theatre. So TX Theatre are our main host. So we will have our premiere that we are calling our premiere at TX, where we are playing from the 28th of November to the 1st of December. And as soon as we are done, we are going to Free State at the JPEG college, JICA college, because they are doing the JICA International Dance and Theatre Festival, where we're going to perform there for 3 days from the 5th to the 7th. And then we will go directly to Cape Town at the Theatre Arts in Cape Town on the 8th to the 10th of December. And then we'll close our tour at Azande Theatre in Cape Town on the 15th of December.
The coming ones, TX Theatre?
TX Theatre and Alex Theatre.
Alex Theatre.
Yes.
TX Theatre is where, by the way?
TX Theatre is in Tembisa.
Tembisa.
Yes.
Oh, I see. So we have the 15th of November. Is that, did I get that right?
The 16th of November, 16 and 23, Alex Theatre. And then 28 November to 1 December, TX Theatre. Yes.
I think
that's
I'll really try and make
you have to be,
I think we should share posters with you.
Absolutely, please, by all means, by all means. And it would be so great to have you guys sometime next year again when you come and do other tours for the theatres that you couldn't do this year.
Yes.
I know you mentioned the Soweto Theatre.
Yes, so we are already talking to the Soweto Theatre, to
the Joburg Theatre as well.
The Joburg Theatre, we're talking to Sibikwa Arts Center.
Yes.
There is a theatre also called Afri Forum Theatre in Pretoria. Those are the venues already that, because when we spoke to them, it was already late with their schedules. So they are interested and they said, okay, let's talk about April, May. And also, this is an opportunity for them to come and see the production. And,
for themselves, so that when they have it, they already have an idea. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can already see you, man. Such performance. Like, I'm always in awe of people who can, get into other characters and stuff like that, because I can't myself. So, guys, thank you so much.
Sorry, one good thing I would want to just share briefly is about like the collaboration I spoke about. Like, we are here hand in hand working with TX Theatre, who are our hosts, and we also have a partner that has brought us to Share Radio today, which is Zawadi. We work with Dineo and Shirley, who are our media partners for this tour. And those are, I think we would want to emphasize, it's one thing that's important also. You cannot isolate yourself as an artist. You really need partners. You really need people to carry you and get you to the next level.
Guys, I love it. So we have last two comments on YouTube. So Razalani is saying, I'm loving these guys. This guy is a legend.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And then we have Nomteto Pili. So Nomteto is saying, wow. Nomteto is just in awe, like every one of us, and just say thank you for the performance. And just thank you for you guys coming and hanging out with us and taking the time to share your journey with us, man.
No, thanks to you. Thanks so much for having us.
Yeah. And I feel like we didn't get into a whole lot. With more time, I think we could have gotten into a whole lot that you guys do also in the space.
And still around.
Absolutely. I think maybe it would be great if you guys were to come back next year after the tour.
Yes.
And just maybe before or in the middle of your tour next year, just to hear about the progress and some of the things that you guys might be planning on doing in the future, man. It would be so great to have you guys in the space. I love it.
That's a definite. And I'm sure Zawadi is here to do that.
So if you guys are wondering, man, like they mentioned, Dineo and Shirley are their media partners, right?
Yes, it's called Zawadi at Work.
Zawadi at Work.
Yes,
Absolutely. We love it. We appreciate you guys so much for coming.
No, thank you for your time.
We love it, guys. So anyway, this was Tadaja and Stanley hanging out with us for the rest of the afternoon. On this Tuesday, lovely Tuesday on the Creative Corner. This is what we do on the Creative Corner. We learn Mulubanji.
This
is what we do. This is what we give you, man, on the Creative Corner. Myself and Nora every Tuesday, and we can't wait to hear again from the guys after their turn. Hopefully next year, during or right before their tour, as to how far they've come. And if there's anything that they're planning on doing and all of those things. So, without any waste of time, because Mo and Sam are now shouting at me now, and I don't want to get into further trouble. So, if it were up to me, we'll spend the rest of the afternoon together and just get into the conversation about all things creativity, artistry, and entertainment, because this is what we do on Share Online, Share Radio, and the Creative Corner. So, with that being said, I don't know, Nola, anything else from you on your side?
On my side,
yes.
Now it's a question. I don't know if I'm
one last one.
So, in terms of upcoming actors and in the terms of a director or producer or whatever. When I come to the audition, right? What let's say 3 things you can advise me that will help me to nail that audition and get that character or be part of the cast.
Maybe I'll just throw 2 and then Taja can throw. I think what's more important is to fully understand whatever the story or character you are going to audition for. And I would say then, secondly, maybe be as natural as possible.
Natural in terms of hair and makeup and all of those things?
No, natural to the character.
Oh.
You should be that naturally to that.
Because it could play a role.
Yes,
makeup and
that contributes.
And
so
it could contribute to me getting or not getting
the role. Yeah.
Taja, anything from you?
Yeah, you actually have to be able to memorize the script.
Yeah.
I know in theatre, there's, I forgot what they call it, there's a term of a way to know your lines, right? Also
contribute.
I think it's different with everyone.
Yeah.
Like I've been around words my whole life. I'm a writer and I'm a reader. I read a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm also a musician. So when I write a song, I always remember my songs.
Oh, I see.
So I always say, if I can remember my songs, then I should also be able to remember my lines in the script.
Yeah.
Because I remember songs I wrote in 1990, and I still remember them today. So if I can remember that, then there shouldn't be a problem for me to remember the script. Because it would be a shame if you're such a good actor, but you can't remember the script.
Yeah.
And you've got a director who is very particular about the words.
Yeah. I'll tell you, I once auditioned, and the only monologue that I've memorized, but I've forgotten it now, is one in Shakespeare's thing. I think the character is Jacques or something like that. And the monologue is, all the world is a stage, and all the men and women really play. It's a very popular one, and it's the first one that I came across when I went for an audition a couple of years ago, and